Welcome back, guys, to Tomb Raider. Last time we left off, we were getting equipment to help the ship be operational, so now we're going back to the Endurance crew. I just now remembered the name of the boat they were on.
Oh.
The Endurance. Oh, we must have gotten an upgrade because the music kicked in.
What's wrong?
Alex should have been back by now.
Hipster Nathan Drake is missing.
It's Dr. Whitman. Jonah, help!
Oh god, please shoot him.
Is this the part where you know?
How many are there?
I don't know.
Are you hurt?
I couldn't see anyone.
Must have scared them off. Feel like I've run for miles.
And you've barely broken a sweat.
Must be fitter than I thought.
You could have led them straight to us, like you did back at the palace.
What?
That's not how it was, Lara. They caught me while you were getting Sam.
What the hell's this about?
They said it was the only way they'd let you and the others live. I tried to warn you.
We don't have time for this. Look, I don't know what the problem is between the two of you, and to tell you the truth, I don't much care.
I was only hoping.
Look, another word, and I swear to God, I'll start smashing that expensive dentistry of yours.
Stop. If we fight amongst ourselves, then we lose.
You're right. Which is why this is not happening, okay?
I'm going after Alex. Where were the tools?
The engine room. Look, he can take care of himself, Lara.
Good. Then we'll be back soon.
Yeah, you're not weird at all, you blonde fuck.
Lara, wait.
Oh, that's right, bow upgrade.
Here, take this bow. I've been saving it for you ever since I found it. It's powerful. Can shoot an arrow into almost anything.
Thank you, Jonah.
Really?
Yes, really. That's why we couldn't attach to those rocks earlier. We got a compound bow!
Da-da-da-da.
Which to some people makes Lara a bigger pussy, but whatever. I'm not a bow enthusiast.
But bow enthusiast think that?
Because compound bows, like when you're doing a wooden bow, you have to rely on your strength more.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
So some people are like, fucking pussy. I'm like, really? Like, is it really? Like, I don't
From
know.
what I remember, efficiency usually works best in battle.
Yeah, exactly. We're trying to live here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can upgrade. Spread a pool of fire on it.
Right.
Ooh.
Let's say I'm stranded in the wild,
Increases arrow damage.
and I have to survive,
Let's go with that.
and people and animals are hunting me. And the only things that keep me warm is a bright pink coat. I'm gonna wear that coat!
I don't care.
You can probably use that new bow to make you...
And if I kill someone, I might take their coat. But point being, I'll take efficiency at the moment it's needed.
Nothing. It's quiet. If they're out there, I don't know what they're waiting for.
If they're out there.
Look, Lara, I know you don't trust Whitman, but we have to stick together now. He might be getting a little wrapped up in this whole place, but I don't think he'd betray us.
I hope you're right.
So, like, how much longer until the truth reveals itself?
Near the end of the game.
Oh.
We should go now.
I don't even know how far we are into the game.
We're about halfway-ish there. This is a pretty long game for a third-person shooter. Like, we're gonna easily go in the 20s. But, like, early 20s. Probably like the Uncharted series.
Alright.
All the ones I've done. Alright, see, now we can do this now. We couldn't do that earlier.
Imagine if the rope belt. Well, it's still attached to the rock. You could try to climb up.
Exactly. Dun 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 dun! Oh, there's hipster Nathan Drake.
We were getting worried. I'm gonna need to break a ride next to my kids. I can't fix this boat without them.
Da, 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 da. Shooting birds.
Birds,
Da, da,
killing.
da, da. Get
Scavenging!
I was gonna say get a bird trophy.
I already did that.
Killing more birds.
For the trophy, I know Peter's gonna yell at me. Gotcha. Ooh. Let's burn this shit. And it didn't break. Okay.
Damn, I wish I could jump like that. It was nothing like that.
We're not a video game character.
If I could have any ability, I'd pick video game character. Now the question is, which video game character do I want to be? Do I want to be like Nathan Drake and Lara Croft?
Cole McGrath.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Or you could do like an RPG system kind of thing, you know, just do normal things like working out, hitting things.
Nah, that's too tedious.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But if you're like one of those people that doesn't mind that, you know, yeah.
Okay, we gotta find a way up that rope. There's probably a ladder up here.
Right.
There it is. Whoop! There it is.
Probably what?
What? Oh, like your jokes aren't predictable sometimes either. Like your jokes aren't predictable sometimes either.
I wasn't joking. I was thinking like that's a pretty good one. I never have to buy a car. I just go in the fucking wires.
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't go in a car. You'd blow it up.
Yeah. Just go like on the wires like, oh, I gotta go to where? Tahoe? I got it. Go on fucking wires.
I got this. Shit. There are enemies here. Who the hell is she? She's Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
All the world is waiting for you. Oh, give me a break.
Wow. That's pretty anticlimactic.
Is that really it? Like, were those really the only two people? That's,
pretty anticlimactic.
Ooh.
Scavenge?
Yep. Because now that we've upgraded our... What the fuck was that jump, man? Now that we've gotten our bow, we can upgrade it even further if we... Because sometimes, parts are, like, randomized in, like, different crates or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's a good idea to find a crate, because you could get weapon modifications. Ooh, look, this challenge.
What is it?
I don't know. What is it? I'm wondering what it is. Crane Raider. Or Karen Raider. I don't know what the fuck that word is.
Karen?
Karen?
Karens?
Karen?
Karens?
Karen Page?
Chairs?
Bullseye? What?
What?
It's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's like the moment I saw Gwen Stacy in the Amazing Spider-Man movie. I went,
she's
she's gonna die. And then people were like, what? And I went, like the few people in the movie theater that didn't know that, they're like, what? And they're like, yeah, she's gonna die. How do you know? I read the book. Then she died in the second film. I went, knew it. Didn't think they were gonna kill her off that early.
I know.
I swear, I think they just did that shit just to do it. Because I think people were pissed, because the comic book fans were pissed off because the first movie sucked balls. And they're like, well, fuck, we gotta get them in the seats. I know, let's recreate the best Spider-Man story ever. And do it horribly. What the fuck?
Well, look at
Why did she do that?
I know. Well, look at the bright side, man. Spidey's back where he belongs, so you know he's gonna be good again.
Thank God, with Tom Holland. Thank fucking Christ.
I know.
Now, please don't have Zendaya be Mary Jane, and we'll all be happy. Actually, better yet, don't fucking use Mary Jane or Gwen Stacy. Use Betty Brant. Use someone else. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to use if you want to do, well, because they want to do like a Harry Potter like franchise with Spider-Man.
Like
they're like the long-term thing.
Okay,
like from high school to like
adulthood,
like college and graduation shit. It's like, then save Mary Jane for later.
Yeah. Senior year.
Use Betty Brant or something. Which I know she's gonna be in Spider-Man: Homecoming, so it's like, okay, well then is that who they're using? Because if that's the case, I'm not really worried about Zendaya.
My throat. Jump to his death. Decarbonation.
What? What? Chocolate? Did you just kill my friend? Damn, dude, that bow went flying.
Okay, that was his arrow.
No, that was his bow.
Let's look at his ass, see if it was his bow.
Can't find it.
Told you, it was a zero.
No, it was his bow. Trust me.
Yeah, it was a zero.
He has the same bow as I do. I know what it looks like.
It was an arrow. It was on fire. I know it was an arrow.
Oh, give me a break. Who cares?
I go.
Why do you care about something that doesn't matter?
I don't. I just want to see how long I can go.
But anyway, yeah, dude. Like one of my friends in my class, we were ranting about how they're constantly changing characters and like making them more diverse, and they're not making new characters. They're just replacing like the old characters and like making them like a different skin color or whatever, or even gender. And she was like, "Well, Sean, you're a big Spider-Man fan. What do you think about his girlfriend being black?" And I went, "Well, I don't really care if she's black." No, but it's Mary Jane. And I went, that pisses me off. And she's like, "'Cause Mary Jane has a certain look." And I went, "Yeah, she's a sexy redhead." And she's like, "Exactly." I'm like, "You don't fucking change that." And I went, "Yeah, dude, exactly."
Yeah.
It's one thing. And I literally told her because she thought like Star Wars: The Force Awakens was too political because it had a girl main character and a black guy as a second main character, and I went, that doesn't bother me because those are two brand new characters.
Yeah.
You know, I see what she's saying, but it's like those are. I don't mind if they make brand new characters and they just happen to be a woman or they just happen to be black. That doesn't bother me at all. In fact, I encourage that. But it's when you replace old characters and you try to make, you know what I mean? That pisses me off. Like female Thor pisses me off. Okay. Especially considering they're like, yeah, Thor's no longer worthy to wield his own fucking hammer. His random love interest, Jane Foster, who's dying of breast cancer, is totally worthy. I went, she was never worthy before. Why is she worthy now? Still haven't answered that.
Because she's a woman.
That's dumb.
I know.
They should have had Lady Sif be the new female Thor. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. Aww.
Around the edges.
Burn it!
Diana. There's a name on the tag.
Millie.
He's probably dead.
She's dead. No one lives in this island except us. Spoiler alert, we live. But anyway, it's like whenever Marvel or like I didn't mind it when Sam Wilson became Captain America because I said to myself, okay, that makes sense. He was Falcon, he was Captain America's sidekick since the 60s. Cool, I got no problem with that, you know? I can't think of a better person to be the new Captain America, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's cool with me. It's like the Jane Foster stuff, because that doesn't make any sense. She's a random love interest for Thor. She's a love interest for Thor, and she hasn't really been relevant in years. Why are you using her? You know?
Because the movies made her relevant.
No one liked her in those movies.
I know.
That's like the one, I don't like the... I like Natalie Portman. I didn't like her in the Thor movies. Thank God she's not going to be in Thor Ragnarok.
No.
I was so happy. I'm like, yes, give me a new, please. Do you think they're going to have female Thor in the MCU?
I hope not.
What if it's Lady Sif?
Okay, then
I'd be down with that.
That would work.
I'd be down with that. Because I like her. I don't like... And she's an Asgardian. She's a warrior. Fucking course she should be the new Thor if she's worthy of wielding the hammer, dude.
Yeah.
But Jane, why? You know what I mean? It's like,
I know what you mean.
I went backwards.
Uh-huh.
I want to solve this tomb. It's called Tomb Raider. We gotta raid a tomb every once in a while.
I guess you're right.
You know, I don't know, like, what do you think
What?
about this diverse Marvel bullshit that they try to do?
I think that if they want to make new characters, then try and make new characters, but...
Look at Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. I mean, I know the Miss Marvel mantle isn't new. Carol had that, but...
Yeah,
but Kamala
the
Khan...
the point being is, like, don't change classic characters that people love. People aren't gonna like that.
What about Miles Morales?
Miles Morales...
Do you think he's an example of it being done right or doing it wrong?
I think he's an example of it, like, you know, being done right because, you know, he gets his powers.
You really think so?
Well,
I used to think that until he came apart into the main Marvel universe.
what do you mean?
When Secret Wars ended, he became a part of the main Marvel universe.
Oh!
So he had the main Peter Parker that we've known since the 1960s. In the Ultimate Universe, when Ultimate Peter died, I put that in quote, he didn't really die, which was bullshit. But anyway, you know, it made sense. That was like, okay, he's a legacy character.
I know, that's what I was talking. That's what I'm talking about.
Because he's a legacy character. And if you put him in the main Marvel universe where the Spider-Man.
Okay, you see, like, that's right there, the main Marvel thing. I did not know that. I thought he was, you know.
No, the Ultimate Universe is destroyed, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's been destroyed for like a year now.
Okay. No, that's my fault for not being up to date.
That's okay.
So, okay, when I think about it, then he was a good example of that.
I would agree with you. I don't think they've done I don't think Bendis, the character's creator, has done a great job progressing him. He still relies on that stupid fucking Venom touch to defeat all of his villains, and that's all he does. That's all he oh wait, I'm doing it wrong. Hold on a minute. There you go. But it's like, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm sorry for saying this. You may like Miles, but let's face it. He's never going to be as popular as Peter Parker. It is
I never said that.
going to happen. I don't know why so many people are like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's like,
not gonna happen.
Never gonna happen. Why do you think they didn't use Miles in the movies? It's because he's not as well known. Mm-hmm. That's why.
When I think Spider-Man, I think Peter Parker.
Yes.
It's just one of those things.
It's like when I think of Batman, I think of Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Dick Grayson when he was Batman. I like Terry McGinnis as Batman Beyond, but when I think of Batman, I think of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it's been for years.
Or Superman, you think
of Clark Kent. You know what I mean? Well,
yeah.
I don't think there is another Superman. We've had Superboy and all that shit, but we haven't had another Superman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you think of Captain America, you think of Steve Rogers. You know, you could think Bucky, you could think Captain America, but who's the first guy you think of? You think of Steve.
Yeah. Let me think of another example. Like Iron Man 2, you think Tony Stark.
Oh, yeah, which makes no sense. Why the fuck is some random character? You know, I don't have a problem with the black chick being the new Iron Man.
But
they changed her name. It's going to be Ironheart.
Okay.
Which is hilarious because that's the name of an Iron Man porn parody. And I'm like, yeah, Bendis, you fucking knew what you were doing. But anyway, it's like, I don't have a problem with someone else being like an Iron Man-like character, because that's a mantle, okay?
Yeah.
But the problem is that they made a brand new character. Why didn't they just use James Rhodes, War Machine's daughter, as the new black female Iron Man? You know, because that's a character that's already existed in continuity.
Yeah.
Why, instead of making a brand new character that no one has that the comic book fans don't know about, you know, it's just brand new character.
Yeah.
What's the fucking point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Okay, I think I know what I'm doing wrong. Aha! Now I remember what I gotta do. Go! Hurry! You know what else is dumb?
What?
They replaced Electro, now they made the female Electro. I'm like, okay, now we're doing this shit with classic villains?
Come on!
Like, this is getting ridiculous. Again, no problem. You can make a new female Spider-Man villain. That's fine. Well, the problem with Spider-Man, like, over the past few years, he does need new villains, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the only one that's stuck is Mr. Negative. Everyone else has been shitty. Like, I'll never forget that shitty character from Brand New Day. Oh, I'm a really good driver. And I'm like, this comic was like made in 2009 or whenever. Like, okay, point is, this was post 2007, okay? Why the fuck are we getting lame villains that can only drive? That's something I expect from like the 60s or 70s. Yeah, it's like that. It's like those types of characters are defined by the cheesiness and the corniness of that industry back when people didn't really, you know, it was all about silliness and, you know, it always had serious plot points, but it was silly. It's like, it's so fucking stupid, dude.
He has the power to drive any vehicle, dies in a car crash.
I thought that was funny. And you'll never see him again. You'll never hear from him again.
Like, on Fallout Boy, like, people don't know who the fuck he is unless someone tells you.
Oh. I almost left the chest, dude. That'd suck.
Well, it's like when I first told some of my friends about Arm
Fall Off Boy.
And they're like, no, you're making this up. I'm like, really? Look it up,
fam.
They looked it up. And when
Wasn't
they
he
were,
a Teen Titans character?
I don't fucking remember,
I
dude.
know he's DC.
All I know is that he beats people up with his arm.
And then he died. Gee, I wonder why.
How'd he die again?
Someone beat him up with his own arm. I'm kidding. I made that up, but that'd be funny as fuck. I made that up, but that'd be funny.
Yeah, come on, tell me.
I don't know.
Look it up.
He just died. I'm not looking it up. I don't give a You think I care? I care so little about Arm Fall Off Boy. You really think I'm gonna actually look it up?
No.
Alright.
That'd be a pretty funny way to end it.
It would be funny. Alright. Final skill tier. Skill tier. So yeah, I think Marvel, and I think what DC's doing with DC Rebirth is really smart. They don't care about this whole diversity bullshit. They're just like, okay, well, let's face it, a majority of the famous comic book characters that you know are white guys. We fucking know this, okay? But you know what? You shouldn't have to be able to relate to a character specifically because of the way they look. Now, that being said, I remember I was listening to a conversation, and there was a table across from me in school, and they were talking about Robbie Reyes and the Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and they were Mexican, and they were like, oh, we love the Mexican Ghost Rider. Like, okay, fine, that's nice, that's cool, you enjoy that, but it's like, Robbie's also just a really good character.
Yeah.
Okay, Robbie's a really good character. He's my favorite Ghost Rider, because he's a relatable character. Him being Mexican has absolutely fucking nothing to do with what makes a good character. And of course, the simpletons will say, well, it makes me more relatable to him. Okay, that's fine, but if you enjoy the character specifically because of his race, that's not a good reason to like a character. It just fucking isn't, dude. That's like if a Muslim's like, I fucking love Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, because she's Muslim. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. She's a great character because of her personality and because of her story. Her villains suck. Like, the only memorable villain is a guy who has a parrot head.
What?
Yeah. Miss Marvel will be... She's already huge, dude. Like, a lot of people, even people who don't read... This is how great it is. Like, there was some anti-Muslim propaganda or whatever on a bus, and these people came up and they spray-painted, almost verbatim, Miss Marvel accurately on it. I went, alright, that's cool. That's cool. But, you know, and it's like, that's fine, alright?
Yeah, it's fine.
You know, and as for... on the whole Nova thing, like when they made Sam Alexander Nova and they got rid of Richard Rider and people were pissed, it's like, okay, I feel you, but also, you know, it's like, Nova is like the Green Lantern Corps of the fucking Marvel Universe. Anyone can become a Nova member.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The Sun Queen grows old. See?
And so does my patience. But anyway, it's just like, I don't know. And like DC... I will say this with DC. They love their legacy characters, but then they also love to revert back to the old characters. Oh, we had the worst example. This still kind of ticks me off to this day. I'll explain why I've gotten over it. Is the Flash. Wally West. Sorry for anyone out there. You watch the TV show, and you know that's all you know about the Flash. Barry Allen in the comics before he came back to life, he sucked. He really sucked. He was a boring, generic, Silver Age character where they were only defined by their powers and they were not really... They didn't have good characters. It was all about the visual spectacle of comics, okay? So when they killed him off in Crisis on Infinite Earth, because people preferred Wally West. They were like, we want to see Kid Flash become the new Flash. And he did for 25 years. And everything you love about the Flash, the Speed Force, the main reason of the Rogues... All that shit was with Wally, not with Barry. Barry, all the good stories that they're adapting on the show, Wally was the main character, not Barry. And in fact, in the show, they're making Barry basically Wally 2.0 with his story, more with his personality trait. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's fine, but it's like. And when they brought Barry back, people were like, why are you bringing back a character that, let's face it, a majority of Flash fans did not grow up with? Most people grew up with Wally West in the modern era, okay? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why are you bringing back Barry? Now, to be fair, I do think Barry is the better option for adaptations, because his story of being a forensic scientist, the murdering of his mom, even though that was retconned when he came back to life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's an interesting origin versus Wally, who just randomly got struck by lightning, and it's like, that should not have happened. And even they make fun of that in DC Rebirth. They're like, that should not have happened. You know, and so it's like, okay, fine, but it's like, let's be real here, that was dumb. And they should stick with Barry, of course, because now he's the more well-known one, unfortunately, because of the show and the future films and all that. But Wally will always be my Flash. Sorry for anyone that's like, the show, I don't give a shit. That was my rant.
This is classic Let's Plays, where we don't give a shit about your opinion.
No, you can say your opinion, but don't bitch and moan to me that, oh god, this section. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys in the next video.